all the spiritual methods of inner work available to us in the 21st century, mirror work is one of the simplest and most powerful. Unlike many other paths to inner growth, you don't have to go outside, or spend money, or invest much time. Mirror work is a free exercise, available to anyone. All you really need is the mirror. If you are looking for a simple, practical, and deeply transformative method that can become a daily ritual on your path to self-love, just go to the bathroom. Mirror work, or mirror work, was a method originally developed by spiritual teacher 𝐓𝐿 as a way to get in touch with the inner self. The primary purpose of mirror work is to develop self-love, take care of oneself, and establish more meaningful relationships with other people. By simply looking in the mirror for a period of time each day and gently talking to yourself, you can foster a more compassionate and forgiving connection with yourself. Exercise. Sit or stand in front of a mirror for 5 minutes. Simply look at yourself and maintain gentle eye contact. That is all you need to do. How do you feel after those 5 minutes? If you are like most people, you may feel uncomfortable. You may feel awkward, uneasy, or even emotional. 𝐓𝐿 writes in her book Mirror Work, "The mirror only reflects the thoughts you have about yourself. It makes you immediately aware of where you are struggling and where you are instead open and free-flowing. It shows you clearly what thoughts you will need to change if you want to have a joyful and fulfilling life." In other words, there is no hiding from the mirror. In front of the mirror we catch an intimate, and sometimes painful, glimpse into the relationship we have with ourselves. Working with the mirror can be unsettling at first because it exposes our inner critic to the light of day. Suddenly, everything we feel about ourselves that we may not even be aware of comes to the surface. Spiritual awakening and mirror work. As a symbol of truth and clarity, mirrors are one of the oldest and most direct ways to approach self-realization. Some of the earliest uses of mirrors date back to Anatolia, Turkey, 6000 to 8000 BC. Ancient mirrors were made of obsidian, which symbolizes spiritual purification, integration of inner shadows and protection. By using the mirror to consciously access the inner layers of our being, we gently remove blocks and untie issues hindering our ability to grow and evolve. Working with a mirror can actually facilitate a deepening of our spiritual awakening process. Working with the mirror and reconnecting with the inner child. Another reason why mirror work can make us feel uncomfortable is that it reveals vulnerable and neglected parts of ourselves. But what better opportunity is there to finally bring that forgotten part to our attention? Most of us have many neglected inner parts, but the most common one we are disconnected from is the inner child. The inner child is the part of us that still retains childlike wonder, spontaneity, creativity and joy. Mirror work is an intense and effective way to reconnect with this subtle part of ourselves. When you look in the mirror and try to reconnect with your inner child, it is not uncommon to feel a sense of sadness wash over you. You may also experience unexpected bursts of excitement or joy. But it is usually common to experience the heavier and more unpleasant emotions first. While this kind of work can be unsettling and unpleasant at times, these feelings point to a deeper process that is alchemizing on a subconscious level. Simply looking at yourself in the mirror, and comforting your inner child, can be a tremendously healing practice. The more emotions you experience, the more powerful the cleansing and transformation. The mirror as a portal into your soul. The eyes are the windows to the soul, and working with a mirror gives you direct access. However, it is not always possible to connect with your inner self right away. How do you know if you are reconnecting with your soul? Your face will soften emotionally, your eyes will become warmer and more compassionate, a gentle smile will enter your face, and your body will lighten energetically. You may also feel as if you are mentally hugging yourself. As magical and mystical as it may sound, using mirror work as a portal to the mind and soul is actually quite natural. It is a return to yourself. How to do inner mirror work. There is no official method of mirror work, only recommendations that you can adapt to suit yourself. Here are some of the basic principles of mirror work that you should keep in mind if you want to create your own procedure. Use affirmations that are appropriate for you. Take at least 2 minutes each day to do this. Work with the mirror in private so that you are not disturbed. It is normal to be emotional in the beginning. Just observe it and let it pass through you. Keep a journal about this work and write down any remarkable experiences. Procedure. Do it regularly. Mirror work triggers inner transformation when done consistently, over a long period of time. 10 minutes or more a day is ideal. Most people prefer to work with the mirror early in the morning, or late at night before bed. Create your own affirmations. They help to reprogram our minds. When we use affirmations, we are affirming something we like about ourselves or something good we wish to reinforce. The best affirmation for you is one that really speaks to your theme, one that you have chosen and come up with yourself. For example, if you feel ugly, you might say to yourself, "I have a beautiful heart and soul." Anything that feels natural to you and that you can believe. If you feel uncomfortable in your own presence, you can say to yourself, "It's okay to feel uncomfortable. I accept myself as I am." Here are some other helpful examples that you can adapt to suit yourself. I love you. I will take care of you. I deserve love. I am exactly who I need to be at this moment. I accept my feelings. I am strong. I trust in my natural wisdom and intuition. I trust myself. I am an eternal spiritual being. I can do this. If you create your own affirmations, make sure you formulate them without negatives and without destructive statements. For example, instead of describing your fear, use a statement about your courage. Many practitioners who work with affirmations, as well as spiritual teachers, agree that the subconscious mind and the universe do not understand negatives. Therefore, they will translate any negatively worded affirmation backwards. Rather than "I am not worthless," say, "I am very valuable." Instead of saying, "I won't be mean to myself," say, "I treat myself kindly." The point of affirmations is not to be false, fake, or coercive. If you really can't say "I love you" to yourself in the mirror, then don't do it. It's not about being fake, it's about offering yourself genuine love and empowering yourself. If an affirmation like "I love and accept myself" seems too difficult, focus on a gentler affirmation like "I am learning to love and accept myself and I know I can do it." Speak your affirmation with feeling. Repeat your affirmation at least 10 times, out loud, or in your head. Some therapists recommend up to 100 times, but that's too much for a beginner. So focus on quality rather than quantity. The more you repeat your affirmation sincerely, with focus and feeling, the more profound the impact will be. Then you only need to say it a few times and stick to that. You can always add more when you want to. It is also important to look yourself straight in the eye when saying an affirmation. You may also want to use your name because it sends a stronger message to your subconscious mind. Accept any emotions that come up. If you feel the need to cry, cry. You are releasing stagnant energy, old patterns, and that is good. You may also want to hug yourself. Sometimes the emotions we feel when working with a mirror are stored from childhood, especially if they are very intense. If this is the case, comfort your inner child by acknowledging it internally while you look in the mirror. You may want to say words like, "It's okay, I see you, I understand you, I'm here for you." Feeling and expressing emotions will probably be more difficult for men than for women. Men are used to seeing stoicism as the true measure of their masculinity, but the truth is that being stoic at all costs can sometimes be confused with emotional repression. There is nothing courageous or healthy about avoiding emotions. If you're a man, you'll need extra reassurance and compassion at this stage of the work. Have some powerful affirmations at hand and a willingness to see your emotional openness as a healing process. Put your hand on your heart. Sometimes mirror work can be particularly intense. If you are overwhelmed by an experience, you can always walk away and come back to it later. Often, however, what is just dumped into your conscious mind is the right amount that you can currently handle. This is, after all, the job of the psyche and the ego. To help you process any strong feelings and calm yourself down, place your hand gently on your heart. This simple thing will help you stay connected to your inner love. It is important to keep a journal while working with the mirror. Don't worry about what kind of writer you are. Ignore spelling and grammar, they are irrelevant. The point of recording your discoveries is to help you mentally integrate what you have learned and what you have discovered. You don't have to write out long paragraphs if it doesn't suit you. Simply write a sentence or two. Record how you feel and what thoughts or feelings arise within you. It is important to write down things that were strong and unusual. By keeping a journal, you will be able to track your development and progress. You will have something to refer back to and think about in the future. By 𝐓𝐿𝐒.